Hey, this is Max. Welcome back to another CSR2 video. I am here with the SLR 722 Roadster, which was a recent prize car from a Duality Cup. As you can see, I'm live racing this, and I'm going to tell you that this car has viability as a live racer. It's not perfect. The Evo points versus its buildable performance points ratio isn't super good. But much like the regular Gold Star SLR 722, it is a viable live racer. Because it's purple stars, it's supposed to be cooler, but actuality, the yellow star seems at lower upgrades, part for part, faster than this one. So believe it or not, if you had the yellow star one from the milestone and you build that the same way I built this, you would be faster rather than slower than this, and therefore you will do just fine in the same lobby with the edge going to the Gold Star a little bit. However, this is a Purple Star prize car, and it is viable as a live racer. I see that a lot of people are starting to build the new Porsche, and he wants to raise money. So here's the thing about this car. The Porsche does not beat dyno based on my testing. The SLR does. So it becomes one of those, you want to challenge me with your Porsche, but I know my car can do 10.5 in this lobby if I push it. So it becomes a very much a how well are you tuned versus how well am I tuned, and who's going to get to the end first. And I can tell you, I'm going to get the jump on him simply because the way the car is tuned, the way it works with dyno beating, and I can just keep ahead of him and beat him like this and take his 50K. So this car has a lot of potential if you know how to play it, how to control it. And the Hunapig is definitely a decent car. It has low performance point, high Evo, especially in this lobby. So I can understand why, guys that are using it would raise bets and challenge you. But again, don't underestimate other cars. The SLR itself is not bad at all. I almost choked on it there, but I choked on my car's name. But anyway, great car overall in that sense, but control is key. This car will bump very easily because it is a dyno beater. When you first build this car, which I'll show you in a little bit how I built it, you need to control how you run the car, not outright. Certainly, you want to keep the margins much closer than, 5 car lengths. You want to beat people by about a car length. What I thought it'll do is keep you in the 11-second plus lobby. In fact, if possible, I'd rather run like a 11.15 than a 11.05. But nonetheless, you're going to be in a lobby that you have a little bit of advantage in, and therefore, you need to control your car. The slower you can win by, the more often, the more consistent you'll go into a lobby that you can continue to win in. And that's important. That's where I can take a bet and know that I can still take on people and generally beat them. Okay, so that is the lobby I'm in. Excuse me, it's an 11-second lobby. This is a dyno beating car. This is a dyno beating car, but this is not upgraded enough to be truly challenging. So again, most of the guys in here outside of the Hunapig, and maybe this guy, but he doesn't have purple stars yet, none of them are really going to be that challenging to me. So let's take the alpha for the final race before I go back and show you guys the tune. But again, pretty easy car to build and use if you already want it from the duality and you don't want to just have it sit. This is kind of how I would use it. Okay, skip the third, and nitrous is key actually. That helps the car get a nice head start on things. Now that car is going to get, slow down a little too early. That car is going to start building speed at the end. That's what that alpha does. And as you can see, he can run pretty good with it, but that's kind of pushing that car, I suspect. I can challenge him again and just take a win. I can run 10.9 safely and still stay in this lobby, but I don't want to run 10.5, 10.6 because that's going to push me out. Generally, you want to run like 11s, 10.9s, not something. 11.1s would be best to maintain the lobby long term. But of course, you're going to get opponents that can run 11.0s, so you kind of have to be a little more careful. I'm going to try to do the slow down a little bit later so that I don't have him kind of catch me at the end of the track like that again. So I'm going to wait till 3/4 track. I'll slow down. This is keeping it tight. There we go. All right. So that's a 10.9 run probably because he was running 11.0, 10.997, 11.064. Again, car control. It helps me maintain my ability to stay in lobby and continue to win. All right. So I've done a few races. I've shown you what the car can do. Let's go ahead and go back and demonstrate where the car's actually at, the parts that are used, and why I'm not against using this car in live. So first of all, I did not build this car all the way because I know I don't need to. I have the Yellow Star maxed, and therefore I played with this enough. And this is basically the same car, except, like I said, it's a little bit slower than the Yellow Star. So the Yellow Star is actually better. Nitrous Stage 2, Stage 6 body, Stage 3 tire, Stage 6 trans, Stage 2 turbo, Stage 1 intake. Now, you can put Stage 3 turbo, etc., but what happens with this car is as you upgrade more parts, your Evo actually gets lower and lower. Therefore, your lobby advantage ratios start to go down, and that's a problem. So I don't want to do that. I want to stay where I am. What's interesting about the tune is that nitrous is all the way to the left. Transmission is basically where it normally starts. I moved it around a bit. It doesn't seem to help. And then tire, 100, 0. Not 0, 100, 100, 0. It's a little bit of a tire spinner, and you're going to skip gears anyway. Your dyno is a 10.898, and you can run this car all out and actually beat dyno by a decent margin. You're probably looking at like a 10.6 and change if you run the car all out. Again, these little bit of dyno beating cars are good to have, but once you start beating dyno with it, your chances of getting bumped is probably going up to be near 100%. The system in the game does not like dyno beaters. They've been trying to kind of suppress dyno beaters as a way to take down other players in live racing. So Natural Motion put in a system where if your car runs faster than its dyno more than a few times, it's going to push you. So there you go, 10.572. So this is not a car to be underestimated in live. I just want to kind of share this car with you because it is the prize car from the recent duality. I did not get a chance to put the evolution runs up. So instead, I'm giving you a little breakdown of my build of this car for live racing. So if you have it and you want to mess with it, be my guest. And just to let you know, the SLR 722S Coupe, the Yellow Star, can use the exact same upgrades, exact identical upgrades with a very, very similar tune and do the same thing, except a little bit faster. So that would run, in my estimate, a 10.8, low 10.8 dyno, and same dyno beating, same about everything else. Again, control's the key with these cars. If you want to play with it and have some fun, be my guest, and let me know what you think. If you like the video, leave a like. If you like my channel and would like to see when videos like this gets put up, subscribe, hit the bell, and you get notifications when I put up new videos. And as always, thank you for watching my videos. I'll catch you next time.